Our presentation is focusing on nursing theorist Jean Watson. She's an American nurse theorist who lives in Denver, Colorado, and is most famous for her theory of human caring. Watson's theory of caring encourages nurses to take another look at the way they provide care for their patients. She encourages nurses to look at the process of nursing as more than just the process of providing medical care to patients. Rather, Watson encourages nurses to value the care that they provide to patients more than just a series of tasks to complete or a group of people with problems that need to be solved. She encourages nurses to look at the patients as whole beings, mind, body, and soul, and suggests that nurses use what she calls Caritas processes to facilitate the healing of the patient. These Caritas processes provide guidelines for the nurse to use when interacting with and treating the patient, but also for creating a positive environment for the patient's mind, body, and soul, a holistic process that results in better patient outcomes. They are: embrace altruistic values and practice loving kindness with self and others. Instill faith and hope and honor others. Be sensitive to self and others by nurturing individual beliefs and practices. Develop helping, trusting, caring relationships. Promote and accept positive and negative feelings as you authentically listen to another's story. Use creative scientific problem-solving methods for caring decision-making. Share teaching and learning that addresses the individual needs and comprehension styles. Create a healing environment for the physical and spiritual self, which respects human dignity. Assist with basic physical, emotional, and spiritual needs, and open to mystery and allow miracles to enter. Let's take a look at Watson's caring theory in action. Our patient is visiting with her daughter, and it's time for her to take her meds. Unfortunately, it looks like our nurse is having some problems convincing the patient that she needs to take her pills. Even with assistance from the patient's daughter, the nurse has no apparent success. Looks like the nurse could use some lessons on comportment, and I'm sure the doctor isn't liking that phone call explaining why she can't give the patient their meds. Let's see how the situation could have gone better. Looks like the nurse is having the same problem getting the patient to take her pills, but let's see what she does differently.
What are we watching? We're watching Mary Poppins. It was her favorite when she was younger. We used to watch it all the time.
So what's wrong? Why aren't we taking our medicine today?
I don't like the way they taste. They taste terrible.
1 second, okay? I'll be right back.
Would that help? Will it? I hope.
So what did our nurse change? Well, she applied Caritas 1 and 2. She asked the patient how they were, she asked them about the movie they were watching, and she listened to the response attentively. She applied Caritas 4 and 5. She acknowledged the patient's preferences and further pursued why the patient might not like oral meds. And finally, she used Caritas 3 and 6. Using her creative thinking, she realized that pudding might help the patient be able to take her meds while still maintaining her preference for taste. In the end, she ended up saving work by genuinely interacting with the patient. Let's move on to another example. Here we can see a nurse walking into a patient's room that looks like it might have seen some better days.
Alrighty, here's your night meds.
Is there anything we can do about all this light and noise?
What do you mean?
It's really bright, and I don't think I'll be able to sleep because there's a lot of noise. And
Yeah, but you know you're in a hospital, right? We have to like talk to each other, and we have to have light to see, so I really don't know what to tell you.
And then this is like really messy.
Yeah, housekeeping should be by in the morning.
Okay.
Have a great night.
Yeah.
Let's try that again, shall we?
Time to take your meds.
Is there anything we can do about all this light? And it's really noisy.
Sure, yeah. Is that better?
That's much better. I think I'll be able to sleep. It's a little messy as well.
Well, that looks like it turned out better. Let's find out why.
The caring nurse used number 1 Karita process, which is kindness, by listening to others and paying attention to others. She also used process 4, which is caring relationships, by promoting direct, constructive, respectful communication and engaging in proactive problem solving. And she used process 8, healing environment, by creating a healing environment, attending to the light, the noise, and the cleanliness. And process 9, whole person needs, by making sure the patient was as comfortable as possible, helping others feel less worried, helping the patient with relaxation, restoration, and sleep.
In our next example, we'll see how Watson's theory of human caring can help us in situations where a patient's problems might not be so medically obvious.
It's my mom's birthday. Can't do anything because I'm in the hospital.
Morning! I'm gonna be your nurse today. How are you? I'm gonna listen to your heart.
It's my...
Can you sit up for me? Another deep breath. What were you saying?
I'm a little upset today because my mom's been visiting me every day and it's her birthday today and I can't do anything because I'm here in the hospital.
Well, she knows that. So, you could just tell her happy birthday.
Yeah, I guess.
And you can celebrate when you get out and get better. That's the perfect gift.
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you know when she's here.
Looks like she completely missed the point there, didn't she? Let's look at another way.
Hello, I'm going to be your nurse today. Is it okay if I listen to your heart really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, looks good.
It's my mom's birthday today, and she's visited me every day I've been in here. I feel bad because there's nothing I can do. Do you think there's anything we can do?
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find something, okay? Hello. Look what we found for you.
Oh my goodness.
When your mom comes in, go ahead and give that to her, okay?
This was so nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Clearly, our second nurse did a much better job with this situation than the first nurse did. She really listened to the patient and clearly cared about what was going on, applying Caritas number 1 and 5. She also applied Caritas number 6 by finding a creative solution to the problem that the patient was having. Finally, she applied Caritas number 8 and helped create a healing environment by helping the patient to stop worrying and enjoy her time spent with her mother. Watson's caring theory also helps us when dealing with patients who have questions. Let's look in on an example of a nurse giving a medication to a patient for the first time.
Alrighty, I have your metformin for you. I know the doctor was just in telling you about your type 2 diabetes, so here you go.
How did I get type 2 diabetes? And
Wasn't
what
he
is this?
just in here telling you about it?
I didn't understand. Is there something I'm supposed to take for this?
Yeah.
Other than...
No, that's what he prescribed, so that's what you're going to take. I guess if you have more questions, I could page him, but he probably is already downstairs doing his other rounds, but I'll try. So, but you definitely need to take that like now. Like yesterday, actually, so. But I'll page him.
Okay.
It looks like the patient doesn't exactly know what's going on. Let's try that one more
Here's
time.
your metformin. Do you have any other questions?
What is metformin?
So that metformin is going to help restore your body's response to insulin, and then it'll lower your blood sugar.
What is diabetes?
It's caused by increased body fat, which leads to resistance of insulin in your body.
Is there anything else I can do about my diabetes?
Just a good diet and exercise plan will help lower your blood sugar, and just take your medicine. Any other questions?
No, I feel much more fun.
We'll get a
Now the
dietitian to come
patient
in
seems a
before
lot
the
more
discharge,
comfortable
okay?
with taking these meds. Let's break apart exactly why this turned out better.
The caring nurse used process number 1 by listening to others and paying attention. Process 4, which is caring relationships, by engaging in proactive problem solving, encouraging activities that maximize the independence and individual freedom. She also used number 5, which is accepting the feelings, by accepting and helping the patient deal with her negative feelings. Number 7, which is individual teaching, by speaking calmly, quietly, and respectfully to the patient, giving them her full attention at the moment. Accepting the patient as they are and where they are with their understanding, knowledge, readiness to learn. Helping the patient understand how they are thinking about their illness and health. Asking the patient what they know about their illness or health. Number 10, which is embracing the unknown, allows for the unknown to unfold, nurtures and supports health, shares and participates in human caring moments as appropriate.
In the end, we can see that applying Watson's caring theory gives nurses an opportunity to practice in a way that's patient-focused. And that's the goal, right? To provide the best care that we can for our patients. So, hopefully we can apply the things that we learned today as nurses in the field.